Hi, I just wanted to do a quick reading. We'll see how quick it is, but I wanted to do a quick reading on Matt Gaetz and whether or not he's going to be looking at a long prison term. Yes, I know they haven't done all the investigating and all of that, but I've already been reading on this guy for a long time and seeing exactly things lead up to how they have. So I'm getting on where I'm at, and I want to see further ahead. If he looks like he's going to be in prison in a jumpsuit with a bologna sandwich in a bag at 6 a.m. for his breakfast, he is, I think, about to really have a culture shock. And I do think he will go to prison. I do. If he doesn't, people will friggin' lose their minds, because it's just not going to be the good old boy network anymore. And he's been pretty much drop-kicked over a cliff, so let's just have a look. I want to know if Matt will be having a long prison sentence to look forward to, or not to look forward to. But will it be long? So I'm asking if Matt Gaetz will end up with a very long prison sentence, or what? All right, let's see. The Four of Cups. Here's the apathy, his affluenza, that I don't care about anybody but myself, very myopic and narcissistic personality. Just as you suspected, Matt shows you who he is and then denies it. Temperance. So it's talking about moderation. And it looks like, yeah, with that Four of Cups, he would be spending some time. Yeah. Maybe a moderate amount of time, or the appropriate amount of time, hopefully, given the laws. Because this temperance means that he has transgressed, that he is going to be found wanting moderation, that he has gone out of what is allowable, okay. And this card is a stationary card with that Four of Cups, and often involves a lack of awareness and a weight. And that certainly describes Matt. And I think what he's going to be looking forward to as far as personal freedoms go. This is a problem that Matt has never really, I think, had to deal with. That's how to moderate himself. All these rich, spoiled people like himself that have been raised or who are raised by a very codependent, sick parent that is way too permissive with them and does not teach them how to respect others' boundaries. These people don't respect other people's boundaries. They're all wrapped up in themselves, and this shows that. Here's all the drink and himself and his wishes and his wants. Yeah, he is really gross, just like you thought. And I do think it means that he will be in prison for a while. The Eight of Coins. This is about, I think, becoming more proficient at what he was doing, using his work in the inappropriate manner as he did to abuse his power in ways I'm guessing run a gamut, but so far are coming up to be very perverse in nature. He does not moderate himself, and he doesn't feel like he has to, and it goes back to his past with the Six of Cups, to his childhood. It just indicates he wasn't raised with people who I think were role models that he paid attention to that were moderate or that were not indulgent. So definitely I think a genetic predisposition, feeling that here, as well as this card being about using the work angle to become more proficient, to get better at being able to get away with these things. But it's also saying he's known how to manipulate since childhood. He's not thought that he had to respect other people's boundaries. It's just been given to him. And he's a very indulgent man. And he's also a very apathetic man. He's not sorry. He doesn't really care, and he finds the rest of us boring. He's shallow and vapid. You know, I'm not telling you any breakthrough information, but this is what the cards are really bringing forth. And they're bringing forth a bit of an answer to not unsuspecting why he is the way he is. And especially with things. He's been given things and been rewarded with benefits since he was a child. This is a pattern that he's very proficient at, and he knows how to. He's got his own little way that he's set up. His own little game. But it's over with the Ten of Swords. It comes at a price of causing great misery and drain, psychological. It's also just excessive. It's excess that exhausts the life force. It's over. That phase, that cycle of abuse and overindulgence, over the top, is over. And this guy's going to be freaking, I'm telling you, because he's not going to know what to do with himself. He has, since childhood, never, been deprived. So he's in for a rude awakening. And what do we have here? Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're indicating we get 10 of Swords and 10 of Cups. These say it's the end of a cycle for him. The end of maybe a couple of decades, especially 20. We have 10 and 10 here, so that could be a nod. But regardless, he's run his last bit of fun and over-the-top stuff while projecting this completely different image that is completely at odds with who he really is, which is a hedonist and a criminal who will sex traffic underage minors. And it shows he doesn't care. He doesn't care that she wasn't of age. That shows up. I can tell you that. He's not like, oh, gee, I'm really... He's not sorry. He's only sorry it got spilled. So I think also, as far as potentially a prison sentence, this could be on the longer end. Could it be 20 years? It could be, I don't know. 10 to 20? Maybe. We'll keep that in mind. I'll have to, I think 20 may not be even, because we're nowhere near done with this. We are scratching the surface of, his phone has just been given to people, so, to authorities rather. So, you know, we're just beginning to unravel and see and look into him and see what's going to come up. But, you know, it's not looking good for him. I see he's going to try to defend, I think, the indulgence here. There's a great deal of emotion because he's going to freak out. And he's going to get very stubborn and angry and try to use anger and like all the tricks in the book that he knows to try to get us to stop prying into his life. But it's not going to work. And that's what it's going to drive him loopy. And I think we can expect his behavior in response as more comes out to become more pronounced. Quite possibly with the Ace of Cups because it's overspill. And we are given a card of the Seven of Wands, which is a very defensive, actively battling card of someone being challenged. And they are being challenged especially to do with substance. I think his drug issue is going to, and substance is going to really be something he is not going to be able to completely make excuses for. He's going to try. I see that, but he's just that privileged. What else can I tell you? Here's the bully. This is Matt the bully, and I've told you before. I think he likes to be very rough with people that he is intimate with. And just in you know, we've seen that with him. He likes being mean, and he likes humiliating. Very much the bully card, and he's going to be exposed for that. So I'm sure there's going to be tales of sordid things that involve him being rough with people. And when we get the Sun, that means you're going to know a lot, maybe more than you want to know. He gets exposed for being a bully. And in more ways than one. It's just going to, like, this is going to be, Matt is not going to, this is not going to wash off. Five of Wands. And here we have fighting and arguing, physical altercation with the bully card. And a Queen of Coins. So I'm seeing an adult woman that may come forward about some kind of physical, or it really looks physical to me, like there was a physical altercation and there is a woman of an earth sign that's connected. Now, I don't know if he was physical with her or somebody that she knew or something that she saw, but she is key in this, if you get what I'm saying. And this does involve some sort of taunting and physical interference of actual, I believe, picking on and physically pushing somebody around. And there's a woman, I think, here. I wonder if his wife, is she that his girlfriend or his wife? Whatever. I wonder if she's an earth sign. But I don't know. I'm going to wonder who this earth sign woman is. It looks like there's something significant with her exposing this behavior. And it is the end, death. Radical change. And the Three of Swords. It shows betrayal, really deep betrayal that ends his career. It also shows sickness, to the point that this guy's mentally not fit at all. He is a predator, and he should not be in office. And Jim Jordan, you know, should be pulled in next, because there are so many of these creeps, these Roy Moores and Jim Jordan types that support, and I think have got to some secrets of their own. And Matt's he's just so spoiled. He doesn't think anything can happen to him. And he still doesn't think anything can happen to him until it's over. Really, really over. And here's the Five of Coins. This is not doing well physically, mentally, or financially. And there are secrets with the High Priestess. There are more details about this that will come out. I have a feeling while he's in prison, there's going to be issues. And I do see him in prison. And I saw with those cards, the 10 and the 10, long sentence at least, you know. I do see that. Wheel of Fortune. His life will be totally turned upside down. And he will be kept in a cage like a predator. So he will have the label of a sex offender. They might bleep this out because that's another word that YouTube doesn't like you to say. But that's what he is a sex offender. The Star, that is going to be exposed, and the trauma that he put people through, the people that he abused, the people whose personal boundaries he did not respect, I think are going to start coming forward. And I just got Bill Cosby, and I feel like there's going to be more people that come forward. But we'll see. I think there's a woman that's definitely going to expose or bring some sort of light to behavior that's not okay. This also shows, and when I get this Hermit card and this King of Wands, this is another man that he's, I think, connected to. A fire sign. And this person, I think, was known for preferring minors. Is this, I can't remember what Greenberg's birthday was, but it doesn't matter. It's the creepy creeps that he knows. There's one of them, and this is somebody that's indulgent, and they are also going to be pulled into this. There's going to be other people that get pulled into being judged by their past behavior of indulgence, overindulgence, and abuse, gluttony, and abuse of power, double standards. This man, like I said, I'm keen to see what Greenberg's birthday was, but this could be somebody else yet again, because I see it coming out further, that there's more stuff, there's more people that he's going to expose unwittingly, which isn't difficult if you're Matt, because he's so privileged he's stupid. Yeah, there's going to be a big surprise to rings of people that he knows socially and that have been involved, and especially, I think, been seen with him when he's entertaining socially with these women. I think there's something there, and they're young. They are young. There's more than one that's young. This is I'm feeling like these are, that these are people in power or adult men that prefer younger, not just younger, but like minors. They're underage. They're not quite of age. And it's creepy. And there's the party scene. This is and they're naive. This is the naivete. That he can take them by surprise. Matt's involved in all of that. He's going to be really exposed. The Moon and the Two of Swords. This is the stuff he's tried to distance himself from. But he's not going to be able to. The shade sticks to him like gum. It's not going anywhere. And neither is he. So yeah. He's so corrosive. He's so corrupt that he will be, I think, imprisoned pretty much indefinitely. I don't think he will get a short term. And here we're looking at laws, and there's all kinds of things that he's done, I think, that are just going to actually pile up, because the numbers that I got in the cards are high. So I'm getting he's going to have a longer sentence, and it's all following. There will look more deeply, especially into the drug angle, and providing minors with drugs and substances as well. There's all kinds of stuff. Okay, I'm going to pull these are the last two. The Knight of Coins and the Eight of Swords. This has to do with holding people against their will. And young people, people that are looking to earn, they're vulnerable, and they are limited with their situation, and they're being preyed upon. Matt is a predator that's been preying upon them, as well as some of his friends, and it's going to come out, and Matt's going to go away for a very long time. This could also indicate a long time behind bars for Matt for what he did. That, you know, really wasn't what, especially where he humiliated people. I still feel like there's stories of humiliation that he was into that are going to come out, and I don't really want to get all further into it other than to say that's what I'm getting, because I think that suffices. He's yuck, you know. He's a big well of grotesque privilege that is so corrosive that it needs shutting down. It's toxic. And he will. He will go away for a long time. Here's the trafficking aspect and the Four of Coins. There's going to be, I think, receipts for paying for things, and something, there's going to be receipts at the end of the day with moving people around from here and there so they can have something better or to their liking. Definitely travel and those people then being stuck because that is their way out. They don't know where, you know, they are going to be at this person's discretion to get them back home. I think that that's the kind that he preyed upon, people that were in desperate financial situations. You know, that makes sense. Keen to make the money. Let's see, Seven of Swords and Six of Wands. Yeah, he's all about, he's got a very big ego. He doesn't like to lose, so he's always got to humiliate, be the bully. He's more Donald Trump than Trump. It's weird. And I do see him going away for a long time. There is Justice and the Knight of Swords, and Justice comes very quickly for him. There's not going to be like any chance of Matt dipping out. They're going to want to, they're going to get, he's going to be put away. Yep. His greed, his gluttony, his obsession with things of the earthly realm, he's going to lose. So yeah, he'll be in prison for a long sentence. All right, if you like my content, please make sure you are subscribed and like, and I appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video.